everybody, and welcome to the Down in Front Podcast Fear Boners Halloween Special video teaser. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Spooky.
So really excited to be here today. We've got a lot of special things going on with this episode. As is the season, we decided to watch a scary movie this week, so we're really excited to talk to you about Jigsaw, the 8th installment in the Saw franchise. We'll give you a little bit of an insight now into what we'll be talking about in our full podcast later on tonight. But let's start off with our special guest for the evening, Mr. Dr. Bob himself, Rob Tro. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. You know, I wasn't doing too great this morning because I was still drunk when I woke up. And then I got breakfast, almost threw that up. And then I, for some reason gave people money to see a movie today, and I really, really regret that decision.
Well, tell us a little something about that movie that you might have liked. We can start it off.
Do those exist? No. Okay. All right. There was one thing. It was probably 15 to 25 minutes into the movie where they're taking a bucket off of the first dead person's head, and then they take it off, and the guy's missing half the head, and then the emo chick. Does anyone remember her name? I don't remember her name.
Caitlin?
Galinda.
Redhead.
Yeah, I think it was something like Lady.
Yep, all right. Emo chick. So the emo chick just drops a solid pun. The only pun that we got the entire movie that I can remember. And she goes, "Wow, he's looking pretty pale right now." And I fucking died. I was dying laughing in the middle of the movie theater when she dropped that.
Awesome.
That's
One
it.
big win for the fun.
Nothing else. I got nothing else for a thumbs up for this one.
Well, going to next, we've got the host of Fear Boners itself, Mr. Andrew, the Gorilla Abbott. What did you think?
Yeah, no, I didn't really know what to expect going into this movie because it was the millionth in the franchise. But, one thing for me that really stood out was in a movie that's so ridiculous, your suspension of disbelief can only go so far. And the fact that they're so concerned with a copycat Jigsaw killer coming out, it's a big, big deal. But you only have 2 detectives and 2 coroners working on the case. What the fuck's with that? That doesn't make any sense. You're going to have a whole task squad. You're going to have all these people spending all these man hours working on it, but you only had 4 people highlighted in this movie working on it. That didn't make a lick of sense to me. But beyond that, I saw a lot of brains, so that was cool.
There you go. Yeah, man, some budget cutbacks at that police department over there. Blewett, the beautiful E.T. himself. What did you think of this movie?
Yeah, so I thought this movie did a good job bridging between the old series and then clearly the rebranded reboot series they want to do. Without giving up too much away, please listen to the rest of this podcast for spoilers. They did a really good job relying on their moneymaker for a few key scenes while introducing some new characters. That being said, I don't think that anyone asked for this movie, so I think that might have gone to waste. But it was there.
You heard it here first. It was there. Brian, what did you think? The luchador himself.
Yeah, tonight, usually I'm called Mouth of South, tonight I'll be called Boca del Sur. But, this is the first Saw movie I've seen in my whole life. I'm expecting everything I've seen of the Saw films, a lot of blood and gore and stuff. And you know what? The gore was very minimal in this movie, and it just was not entertaining.
Yeah, no, unfortunately there wasn't too much outside of that gore. Let's say for myself though, I did appreciate the fact that they went out of their way to throw in a lot of Easter eggs and call back directly to the first Saw movie. Kind of reminded us that there was 13 years of content for this franchise, and it looks like there'll be more coming up. Warren, Dr. Warren himself from Mass General Hospital. What are your thoughts? Close us out.
Official. So the movie, I also got the hark off of what the Mouth of the South, or Boca del Sur, says. I was kind of bummed that it felt like the deaths and the traps in the movie kind of got progressively worse as the movie went on. And it was kind of a bummer because at least you wanted to see them escalate and you have a bunch of different creativity. But it seems as though it just wasn't as good as some of the previous movies. And I think I've actually seen about 4, maybe 5 of the Saw movies accidentally. And it just didn't seem to be as original as hardly any of the other ones. Definitely not 1, definitely not 2. But anything after that was subpar at best.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will really challenge you on the notion of a lot of its material being reused, at least at its core. But either way, I'm sure that we have a lot more that we can say about this. So make sure that you join us on Halloween morning, starting at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, where we will talk about this movie in detail. Also, you can follow and connect with us in a multitude of ways, from Twitter to Gmail, and so on and so forth. You can check all that in the links below. But otherwise, tune in on Tuesday, and we will talk to you more then. All right. Happy Halloween, everybody.